brass, whatever them little mounts is. I can't think of the name of it. Ooh, check it out. Here we go. Ooh, get up in there. Yes, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing this video just for the simple reason is I run this truck in a video recently down at Dark Hollow, and a lot of people was asking about this truck, about what kind of, you know, they seen these frame rails sticking out and this red chassis and they was wondering about it. This truck is actually, that is RES Concepts. That's their first version of the pork belly. I believe they have a new version out, maybe a couple versions, I don't know, it's hard to keep up. But that's what it is. It's a polymer chassis, and I was really interested in it because, you know, it's different. And these are TRX4 axles, front and rear. I got overdrive, Traxxas overdrive in the front, Traxxas underdrive in the rear. Got a Hobby Wing 1080, Fly Sky, battery, a Reedy motor, and an Alibaba belt-driven transmission. These are actually pretty good transmissions. They're real smooth, and they're $20 a piece. And I think what makes this, everybody was questioning about what was this truck, is because everything is sitting on the front axle. I don't know if you can see that, but you see how the servo's sitting on it, and the ESC, the transmitter, and even the battery. It uses a unique tray that actually comes with this chassis, and using this polymer is able to get that battery way back there without anything breaking. I mean, I actually twisted these little studs that come out here, and they still holding up to this day. We've got, I think these are Traxxas shocks with the Mini T spring mod, and that's pretty much it. And I think this body's called a Proline Power Master. It's basically like a power wagon, but with the body built in. I hope you enjoy this video. So let's try it out and see what it'll do. If you haven't tried one of these Alibaba transmissions, just go ahead and try it. I'm not affiliated with them yet. I said Alibaba, I meant AliExpress. Alibaba is like when you want to buy 100 of one thing. AliExpress is like the market where you just want to buy maybe one or two things. But just go ahead and try the transmission. It's real smooth. When you let off the throttle, the truck actually stops. I don't know, sure it's not the drag brake settings, because I've got these 1080s in other trucks. It's the transmission. And with this being I think it's polycarbon chassis, and the belt-driven transmission gives this truck just a smooth drive, because the let's just call it what it is. This is a high dollar plastic. The high dollar plastic, when you got vibrations, let's say because the overdrive and the underdrive, it don't transfer throughout the chassis rails in this truck. It deadens it a whole lot. So you're not going to have much unpredictability as far as driving the truck. I mean, basically it's either going to do it or it's going to have a large gap there, a filling point, you know, unlike a lot of trucks where it's just, you know, a lot of people say it about the Capra, that you don't never know when it's going to flip over. It's like there's no warning, you know, when to let off of it. And this truck is not like that. See up to it. This truck is very, very predictable. Very predictable. I'm not going to get that line that way. I do these same little lines down here, that way you can see if you're thinking about committing to a product, you know, how one handles it a little bit different than the other. And I forgot to tell you, the servo we got in here is just like one of them Amazon. I think it's one of the blue ones. I think they make blue and red ones. And it's just one of them cheap Amazon servos. And there you go. It's got a really good angle on the skid. And I think I just printed this skid. I think this is the SCX 10.2 skid. I think I bought it off Colts 3D or something like that. And I can't really remember. I've been contemplating on changing some stuff up on this truck, taking it all off the axle, front axle, and putting some sliders on it, because I feel like you could get more out of it, because you get to a certain point and it almost feels like that's too much weight up front. Let's go down here and try out some of this. We do have the J-Concept ruptures on here. I didn't know if I said that in the video. And I think it's got the whatever comes with the J-Concept ruptures, the stock foams. Yeah, we don't have no special foams in these. That's because most comps won't let you comp with this tire. So there's no sense in, you know, putting really good foams in a set of tires you can't comp with. Not that everything's about comping, but, you know. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, we do have a lot of brass on the front of this truck. We got brass C-hubs, and about fell right there. I forgot my shoestring just come untied. We got brass C-hubs. We got brass portal boxes, inner and outer. And I believe we might have brass. Yeah, we do. Brass, whatever them little mounts is. I can't think of the name of it. Oh, check it out. Here we go. Ooh, ah. Get up in there. Yes, sir. Shock mounts on the axles. Yeah, I didn't even know about shock mounts till one of my buddies turned me on to them. Nathan posted some for sale one time in the group, Nathan Godfrey, and I'd never saw them before, and I was like, man, what are these things? And I started looking them up. I said, that's a good way to get that little bit of weight, that little bit of extra weight that you need. There you can see them portal boxes in there. You know, let's take it over here and try one more of the line, and we'll finish this little video of the RES Concepts pork belly. Oh! Alright. It's carrying the front tires. I don't know if it's going to do that or not. This is the little point where I think it might could do that. Probably just getting up there. Yeah, I don't think it's going to do it. You can see the transmission down in there, belt-driven transmission, just turning. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, till the next time I talk to you, I love you, but God loves you more.